Okay, so this video is going to be a bit different than my normal type. As you probably know, I usually do video game related stuff. But as you also may know from some of my more recent videos, I'm a fan of WWE with my goofy WWE stuff. Uh, I am a more recent fan of wrestling within the last years when I really started watching. Uh, and one person, in my opinion, stood out above the rest, and that is Bray Wyatt, with his segment of the Firefly Funhouse and his character, The Fiend. I was enamored greatly. He very quickly became my favorite wrestler, my currently active wrestler, and also became one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, up there with The Undertaker and Mick Foley. Steve Austin. He was right up there. Top 5, I'd say. So I was very shocked to learn today that Bray Wyatt, real name William Rotunda, passed away. This came out of nowhere for me. I was shocked. I didn't believe it at first. I still am shocked, really. Uh, I knew he had been absent from WWE. I knew his last match, or last match that I know of, was with LA Knight at the Royal Rumble, the Pitch Black match. He was supposed to have a fight at WrestleMania, but that ended up not happening due to apparent health problems. And I was unaware of his health conditions. I just thought that WWE wasn't using him for some reason. So I was very shocked today to find out that he had passed away. 2 weeks ago, an article came out that said Bray Wyatt's health has been improving, and he would be returning to WWE soon. And I was excited because of that. So that especially made his death very upsetting, to say the absolute very least. I just really don't know what to say. It's still kind of setting in for me. I haven't really got my words out there. Right here, we have a article from the WWE Network. Wyndham Rotunda, also known as Bray Wyatt, passes away. He was 36 years old. WWE is saddened to learn that William Rotunda, also known as Bray Wyatt, passed away on Thursday, August 24th, at 36 years old. Known for his captivating performances and incredible in-ring presence, Wyatt was the defining superstar of his generation and accomplished many feats in the WWE, including becoming the WWE Champion in 2017. From his leadership of the Wyatt family, alongside Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Braun Strowman, to his enthralling time as The Fiend, Wyatt embarked on an incredible career and saw several iconic rivalries with superstars such as John Cena, Randy Orton, and The Undertaker. WWE extends its condolences to Rotunda's family, friends, and fans. Yeah, and also the day after Terry Funk's passing away. Terry Funk was a man who I wasn't too familiar with at the time of his passing, but seeing the reaction to his death online, I know for a fact that he's highly respected. True legend. Passed away in his 80s. So rest in peace to both Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk. Right here, we have an article that goes into detail on the cause of death of Bray Wyatt. I should have known that he wasn't well. Because, you don't really go away for that long when you have a huge story building. Today, it really kicked me in the head. Of course he was sick. Of course that's why he was gone. But we're just going to get into this article. The WWE Universe and world of professional wrestling at large suffered a devastating loss on Thursday. It was announced that Wyndham Rotunda, better known as WWE superstar Bray Wyatt, suddenly and tragically passed away at the young age of 36. Way too fucking young. Way too fucking young. Wyatt had been away from the ring for months with an undisclosed illness. On Thursday evening, Fightful's Sean Ross Sapp revealed that the illness was COVID and that it exacerbated a heart condition for Wyatt. So Bray Wyatt had a pre-existing heart condition, and COVID came along and made it worse, which I get it, man. People with pre-disorders, COVID really fucked them up. Sean Ross tweeted, "I was given permission to reveal that earlier this year, Wyndham Rotunda, Bray Wyatt, got COVID that exacerbated a heart issues. There was a lot of positive progress towards a return and his recovery. Unfortunately, today he suffered a heart attack and passed away." In a follow-up post, Sapp wrote that Rotunda's family wanted some details clarified, which led to him sharing additional information about what happened to the beloved wrestler. WWE Universe mourns Bray Wyatt. Wyatt wasn't just one of the most popular wrestlers on the planet due to his unique storytelling and characters, but he was also widely loved by his peers in the WWE locker room. That was made evident by an outpouring of love that flooded social media on Thursday after the news of his death. One such tribute came from Alexis Cabrera, also known as WWE's Alexa Bliss. Bliss worked closely with Wyatt in recent years, and she referred to him Thursday as one of the most creative minds to ever walk this earth. "I'm just in shock, extremely heartbroken, and at a loss for words," Bliss wrote on her social media post. "What I can say is what an amazing human being Wyndham is. An amazing and kind friend. One of the most creative minds to ever walk this earth. Wyndham, you have brought so much joy and happiness to everyone around you. It's going to take me some time to really process this. Sending my love to the Rotunda family, JoJo, and their babies. We love you, Wyndham." Yes, he left behind a fiance and 4 children, or 2 children with his fiance and 2 from a previous relationship, which makes it all the more painful. Matt Hardy tweets, "Absolutely shattered to learn that my friend, Wyndham Rotunda, has passed away. It is devastating to think he left us at only 36 years young. My condolences go out to his family, wife, and children. I'm so sorry, mein Compier. Miss you already." Yeah, it's shocking. It fucking sucks. I know that's an understatement, but right here we have an article about from the New York Post, which basically goes into more detail on just how much of an important figure Bray Wyatt was for creative storytelling. Bray Wyatt pushed boundaries as a unique WWE creative force before untimely death. Bray Wyatt always seemed to be working on a level of creativity and uniqueness artists only dream of reaching in the craft. Wyatt, whose real name is Wyndham Rotunda, died unexpectedly on Thursday at night at the age of 36. During his 14 years of in the pro wrestling world, he stretched the definition of what performers can do creatively in business, basically building his own universe within WWE. Yeah, he had one hell of a story going. From his legendary Wyatt family to the duality of the horror movie type character of The Fiend and his twisted Mr. Rogers-like Firefly Funhouse, everything he did felt one of a kind. The White Rabbit trail of clues used to build to his most recent return at Extreme Rules last year was revolutionary for the industry. WWE rarely gives performers the creative license they allowed him. Yeah, but even then, Wyatt had so many more ideas. Wyatt made you hang on to every word, every image, and every sound he weaved into his creative symphony. Son of WWE legend Mike Rotunda and grandson of WWE Hall of Famer Blackjack Mulligan, left an indelible, I'm sorry, I don't know that word, and lasting mark on the business and its fans that may never be replaced. You can make the case the three-time world champion in WWE was right there with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins as the biggest, most popular, and most influential male stars of this era. So many brilliant artists don't get to grace the world with all they had to give, leaving us forever robbed of their future visions and creations. Think Tupac, Heath Ledger, and Andy Kaufman. Wyatt's legacy will now tragically join that group of unfulfilled geniuses. His storyline with recent Uncle Howdy, reportedly played by his brother Bo Dallas, was just getting started, now forced to end on an ill-received Mountain Dew Pitch Black match at the Royal Rumble in January. Wyatt always left an audience thirsting for what came next. Now we will never know. Here you can see him with his fiancée and their two children. It makes for a complicated legacy, as Wyatt's detractors will complain his creativity didn't always translate into quality in-ring action and story later in his career, and that the Fiend's invincible nature made it hard to get his opponents over. All of that seems so trivial now. Today is about the man, Wyndham Rotunda, who Bray Wyatt very rarely let us see. The man was guarded by lanterns, masks, darkness, and the rocking chairs of his WWE characters. That man leaves behind fiancé, former WWE ring announcer JoJo Offerman, their two children, and two children from a previous relationship, along with an endless group of family, friends, and fans who loved him. Somewhere up there, he is reunited with fellow Wyatt family member Brody Lee, whose real name is John Huber, who died in 2020 at 41, probably sharing a hug and a smile. We read the tributes that poured in around the wrestling world after the news of Wyatt's death. For every one of those, there were probably countless times more texts and calls made fan to fan, friend to friend on Thursday night. One of the first texts I received from a fellow WWE fan truly told me what the impact Wyatt had. My friend's kids are crying, it read. He was their favorite. Even if Wyatt wasn't your favorite, his genius will be unquestioned. Yeah, so I'm not trying to come across as funny or sarcastic or anything when I say this, but death really, really sucks. Some people they've lived a full life and are ready. Some go far too soon, such as the case with Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda. I'm only going off speculation, but all of his characters have been violent, mean heels, bad guys. But I could always tell. I don't know what it is. Something in his eyes. I can just tell it from his eyes. I could always tell that he is a kind and caring man. That's just always what I got from him, even when he was doing evil shit, whether it be part of the Wyatt family or as the Fiend or anything in between. He always seemed like an amazingly nice guy. So, it's rough. Really rough. If you pray before bed, such as I do every night, I ask you to include Bray Wyatt in your prayers, along with Terry Funk as well. They're both just as deserving. But on top of those two, keep their family and friends in your prayers as well. Wyndham and Terry are both in a great place right now. I know they are. So help, just reach out to their family, give them your condolences, pray for them. I've always wanted to meet Bray Wyatt. He just struck me as such an interesting man. It's a shame I will now have to wait a little bit longer for that. So, thank you for taking the time out of your day to stop by and watch one of my videos. This time especially, it means the world to me. Tell your loved ones that you love them. Tell the people you respect that you respect them. And may God bless you, and have a wonderful night.